India is a quasi-federal setup or a federal setup. Why there is a dilemma exists all over these years. So the quasi-federal setup or federal form of country. So this is a major debatable topic all over these years. So India is a quasi-federal country or a federal country. So the opinion I want to say is my opinion. You have varied opinion. So if you have any other opinion, kindly leave in the comments. So first we can see about what is federalism. So the basic concept of federalism is there are dual government. So if a country is there, the country have separate province or states. So the province and states have separate government, the regional governments. So there will be two government. One is power in the center, which is called central government, and also power in the region. So we can call regional government according to, if it is state, we can call state government or provincial government. So there is a dual government, and also power will be shared. There are equal powers with center and states. So both are equal. In the main examples of federalism is India and America. But there is a difference in both. America is a federation because in America the 50 states are joined by through the agreement. If any state want to bifurcate, they want to leave from America, they can leave. But in India, it is called a union of states. According to Article 1, it states that India is a union of states. If any state want to succeed from India, they cannot do. So this is the major difference between America and India's federalism. In India's federalism, in according to Schedule 7, it states that there are three powers. One is union list, state list, and concurrent list. According to union list, the union powers are vested with the central government, and there is a state list. So the powers are shared between the states and union. So this is a form of federalism. And also we can see about the unitary form of government. The classic example of unitary form of government is Sri Lanka. In Sri Lanka, all the powers were vested only with the central government. There will be no dual government, only single government, and there are many provinces, but the provinces that doesn't have separate government, which will have separate powers. So there will be only one form of government, that is central government. If whether India is a unitary form of government, there also exists a opinion. So India sometimes can turn towards the unitary form. Dr. Ambedkar said the Constitution of India contains both federal form and unitary form. In some cases, like during an emergency, according to Article 352, if the country's security is under threat, President can impose the President rule. I mean, he can declare national emergency. So during that time, India will turn towards unitary form. Like the states doesn't have much power, only the center, only the president have power. So in some cases, India can turn towards the unitary form from federal form. So India has a federal structure, the federal feature, and also unitary feature. Now we can see about the quasi-federal. The quasi-federal refers to the quasi-federal. In quasi-federal system, there will be both government, I mean the central government and state government. But in quasi-federal system, central government will have much power than state government. There will be no uniformity in power. Center will have much power than state government. India is more of a quasi-federal form of government. In many cases, center is having more power than states. So like we can take many issues, especially foreign affairs and communication, defense, all comes under the centers. And also in many policy making decision, center's hand will be upper than the states. We can also take an example of GST. So in indirect tax, GST is a form of indirect tax. So center has a upper hand. So in many form, if center and states are involved in a conflict, then in many cases center's decision will be the final. And also now the IAS Cadre Rules Amendment, the original form in 1954, the notification was issued, the IAS Cadre Rules. It states that center and states have both power in deciding the central deputation, but now the Cadre rules change, amendment to the Cadre rule change says that in some cases central government will have more power than state government. So this is a quasi-federal form. So Indian constitution has more features, like it has federal form, unitary form, and also the quasi-federal form. According to the federal theorist H.C. Weir, he states that India is contains more federal structure. So India is more of a federal form, follows a federal form of government than quasi-federal form. Sorry. India, for H.C. Weir states that India follows more of a quasi-federal form than a federal form. So he states that India has unitary state with the federal structure, not a federal state with unitary structure. Unitary structure has more power than federal in India, and also in many cases in Supreme Court. In 1967, Supreme Court rendered judgment that India is a quasi-federal form of government than a federal form of government, because quasi-federal form of government, union has more power than states. But in 1994 S.R. Bommai case judgment, Supreme Court told that the federalism is the basic structure of the constitution. And also in 1988 the Sarkaria Commission report hint that there is the concept of cooperative federalism. So federalism, in some cases federalism are considered, but in other cases Supreme Court told that India is a quasi-federal form of government. So there is a conflict. But according to me, India is a more of a quasi-federal form of government. I will accept to the H.C. Weir's the theory. India is more of a quasi-federal form of government and a unitary state with the federal feature, not a federal state with a unitary feature, because India has more of a unitary form of government with the federal structure. Like India will have the dual government, but in many cases center's power is higher than states. So that's what my opinion. I hope you are understand. If you have any other varied opinion, you can mention in the comment. Thank you.